Well, hello everybody. It is Saturday. It's the 27th of September 2025. As you can hear, I'm still a little bit under the weather, so let's make this a quick one. That's what she said, or not what she said, depending on her mood. But anyways, got another one of these spicy trips. I guess you could have a spicy trip. No, I've got a spicy chip here. By this Canadian company called Old Dutch Arriba. So these are their corn chip style. They have a lot of different flavors. I think they're like kind of like the Canadian equivalent of Lay's. I'm going to be doing a video where I try their ketchup chips and I compare them to the Doritos ketchup chips. But for today, we're going to do another one of these, supposedly extremely spicy chips. Now, I've already looked at the ingredients here. Yeah, this is supposed to be extremely spicy. It's called Blazin Buffalo. The word extreme is very loud and bold. And the chip is surrounded by flames. But I looked at the ingredients, and the only pepper that's in this is cayenne pepper, which is not a particularly hot one. And it wasn't even at the top of the list. So I don't think this is going to be very spicy. But I could be wrong. And those Magic Masala Doritos, like I said, hottest Doritos I've ever had. So maybe Canadians do this stuff differently. And maybe they've actually produced something that's really hot here. So, let's give it a go. Smells like corn. Now, this is promising. Look at this. Look at the amount of seasoning on that. That is absolutely saturated in seasoning. That's what I want to see on a chip. They're doing it just like Doritos does, and I love it. Here we go. Okay. First of all, somebody's having an issue over there. First of all, there is a cheesiness to the flavoring on this chip that you don't normally get from buffalo flavored chips. Okay? Usually they just sort of have like a tangy hot sauce flavor. These particular ones are quite cheesy. Very, very nicely seasoned. When I say nicely seasoned, I mean they have the oversaturation of seasoning. Every chip in the bag does, and that's what I want. That's what I want from my junky corn chips. So I love that about it. There is a little bit of heat, but not a lot. A little bit, but not a lot. Is the word extreme applicable in any way to the heat that I'm experiencing from the first few chips that I've had out of this bag? Absolutely not. That is false advertising, which means it's going to have to be docked points. Do not advertise something as extremely spicy if you're not going to bring even anything more than, I would give this a 1.5 for spice, maybe a 2. And a spice food novice would probably give it a 3. So, yeah, there's a little tingle there, but I don't really taste, honestly. Another criticism that I have of this chip is that it's not really a buffalo flavored chip. There's a tiny bit of heat from the pepper. I know it said it had cayenne pepper in it, which is what buffalo sauce has in it, buffalo chicken sauce, but I don't really taste it that much. I don't taste the pepper, and I'm not really experiencing much heat at all. And I don't really even get the tanginess of that. It's kind of more like a nacho cheese chip with like a little kick of spice. Like, tastes like those Doritos spicy nachos. So, kind of mislabeled, but not bad for what it is. So I'm going to give it a 6.5. It is a good chip. I love the amount of seasoning on it. I'm very impressed with that. Got a nice crunch, nice fresh tasting chip. It's just not that spicy. And it doesn't really taste like buffalo sauce, and it's, it's just not as advertised. So, there you go. Would I pick up a bag if I were in a convenience store in Canada? Yeah, sure. I'd pick up another one. They're good.